Okay.
You mean on?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna reduce your sound a
Twitter.
little bit so you're a bit lower. Right, yeah. Okay, sound should be available on stream as well.
Nice.
Hopefully.
You say you wanted me to raise the sound of my microphone, or
No,
is that what you
I
were saying?
reduced the desktop audio in the software because I think it was louder than mine. And now I lost my X tab because I have too many tabs open. Oh, I found it. I just wanted to show. Oh, I see. All right.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I could hear you on X.
You checked, yeah? Could you hear yourself?
No. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, you can hear yourself, right? Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
I mean, there's delay, obviously, but
Yeah, let's switch to this view. My windows. All right. Anyway, okay. Let's first, I guess, talk about your project, right? Because I have no idea, by the way. I have not paid any attention to. I mean, I kind of know, like you talked about it, this onboarding something 1 minute,
yeah.
but I have no idea what it actually does. And on the off screen, I think I need to subscribe to SEMrush while we talk about that. So, a sec. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Just tell me like what exactly you're doing with it.
Well, so basically, I've been helping some clients and small businesses with automation, and so the idea would be to, instead of just doing custom projects and um, having whatever clients come my way, being more focused and helping mainly digital agencies, so marketing, design, and basically it would be a done for you automation build with no code, so automating their whole client onboarding process. Um, and obviously, yeah, there's a bit of a few elements to that. Obviously, the automation, but then getting getting live with the team, understanding the process, creating a flow chart and roadmap, and then a few other things, documenting their SOPs, support, and those kind of things. But the core of it would be to automate their client onboarding with no code tools.
Okay. So client onboarding, uh, technically done with automation only, right? Let me just.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there? Let me. Can I? I think this will be fine. Let me just use a notepad. Yeah. Can I do this notepad? Yeah. Here we go. Hopefully there will be enough space. Okay. So onboarding, automation, for agencies mainly.
Yeah, digital agencies.
Okay, for digital agencies. What are they actually like? What would they be using now? Like they would be using like software, right? Generally, just like what would be the process? It's just onboarding to some software and firing automation, some
Um,
automations from there. What would be like the alternative?
so basically, it would be starting from the CRM. So,
Yeah.
and it could be stuff like a bit upstream, just helping them sign contracts, automating that part if it's custom. So maybe, they're using, I don't know, DocuSign or something like that, and they're doing it in the software manually instead of using the API. And yeah, they might be using the project management um, tool as well. And, just like creating stuff manually in Google Drive, sending emails, custom emails, stuff like that.
Okay, and your software would theoretically do that for them automatically.
Well, I would it would be done for you. So like I would use, I don't know, like Zapier or something like that, Airtable, to automate that in the background for them.
So they introduce you to their onboarding process, and then you set up automations for them, so it's done for them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's a prioritized service basically. There's no,
Okay.
it's not a specific software that
Yeah.
I
I was
built.
considering how much of that is like you doing some work, and how much of that is just pure automation. Some kind of AI agents nowadays. Just you record a video and they just do everything for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but most, yeah.
Okay. So I guess where we start is like, well, I haven't used the SEMrush for more than a month now because I was sick before. I actually need to subscribe back for it because I used to not unsubscribe, and then I realized that I use it like every other month, and I end up being like wasting like $500 or more a year just not using it actually, because the software is pretty expensive.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
but I still like it. Like I would consider that to be the best one for me at least. Oh god, my VAT number. Yes. Um,
I mean, I also have, I did a bit of keyword research, so I
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
few of them, or do you want to go from
Yeah, we're gonna
scratch?
go over that a little bit because okay, so what were the, because I kind of like understood, okay, you have those alternatives and everything, so let's go over it and tell me what are your keywords that you're actually looking at right now. We're actually gonna go over them.
Well, so I started with onboarding automation. So basically, kind of
Onboarding automation,
looking at,
okay, yeah.
yeah, but the problem with those ones, and most of the results are about how to automate the onboarding of employees. Uh,
Makes sense because yeah, that's one thing with keyword research is that you need to understand what the intent is, not like the
yeah,
actual keyword. Okay,
yeah, yeah. So I was like, that would be perfect, but
I think
since
I can
like most of the
drag the
results were about
CMrush
employee,
here. Okay, I can show you the onboarding automation. Yeah, I'll show the live stream soon. So the onboarding automation keyword, and
oh, nice.
yeah, it should be, yeah, okay. It's because I'm not sharing it to you on the Google Meet. You actually see it with a delay. That's
Yeah,
weird.
exactly. Yeah.
It's a little bit unfortunate. Maybe I should double share it. Give me a sec. Okay, anyway, when I look at the keyword, so that's most likely employee. Yeah, you can also see the employee onboarding automation as a
Yeah.
keyword. Then there's automated onboarding software, but I believe those. Oh yeah, there is a question how to automate client onboarding process. That's actually one of the questions under the keywords, and how to automate the onboarding process. Actually, gonna look at the questions first because depending on how common the questions are, it depends also on the intent information. Um, how to automate client onboarding process with 20 volume, which probably is more. Wow, the CPC on that keyword is $12. Um,
Yeah, most of the ones that I've seen are like pretty expensive.
yeah, because the software is pretty expensive as well usually. Um, And yeah, most of them are employee automation, but you can see that some of them are actually client onboarding process. So
Yeah.
not onboarding automation. It would be probably, let's check client client onboarding process. Let's just check that those questions. How to create client onboarding process. I actually should find where the hell did I put your Google Meet? I need that tab. Oh, here it is, that tab. Oh gosh. Okay, using two screens, but I believe I should actually share the screen with you as well, if that helps. Um, this one, because I believe it will be easier for you to look at the Google Meet shared screen instead.
Yeah, probably going to be
Okay,
live.
let me, yes, hopefully that will work. The sharing both to the infinity mirror.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. I can see it on Google Meet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, this will be horrible, but hopefully I'll manage. I'm sharing with, like, yeah, I'm just, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm sharing to you Google Meets, and now we can continue going over this one, I believe. Be able to see it.
Yeah, client onboarding process. Okay.
Yeah, I need to also bring the chat out here. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, I was browsing in the questions, basically the client onboarding process, and you can see like how to automate client onboarding process, for example.
Yeah.
I want to see overview, like what, yeah, it's just too little. It's too little volume for this
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
most
yeah, these are more low,
most
but these questions give you some idea what new client can expect onboarding. Now that is irrelevant. How to create a client onboarding process with the Dubsado. Is that a software? Without Dubsado?
I
Okay.
would assume so. Never heard that one.
Yeah, it's the only
Yeah,
software
it's
name. It's the only software name that was named there. So okay, so this is broad match though. Let me check what's on the freeze match. Client onboarding software, workflow diagram process, client for new client onboarding process. Yeah, the volume on these specific uh, keywords is actually pretty low, which obviously template, new client onboarding. Oh yeah, the one thing you can actually always consider is the client onboarding process templates and stuff. Like you can rank, you know how you often would do like the backlinks with all kinds of tools and calculators.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. You could so not only you could do like maybe a calculator to like calculate the savings of automating your onboarding. You get what I mean,
Mhm.
like some kind of
Yeah.
savings out like calculator. But you could also create like templates, basically some kind of templates that you just share. They might like see the template can actually be something that teaches them how to do the manual onboarding, but then you can still
Mhm.
upsell your automation, be like, yeah, this is a template, but you know the better way would be actually uh, just using the automated software. But because it's expensive, they might not want it. But at least if you give them something for free, you get their email address. You at least you have a chance, to find some qualified buyers for your product.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's kind of like describing like so like if I would make a video on YouTube of like how I would automate and show it to them, then it's see I can do it,
Yeah,
and
because
they might
you
just
don't
be
need to
interested in.
yeah, you don't need to show only the solution that your product solves. You can educate them and help them solve their problem, but then you can upsell your solution or something. At least you
Oh, I
get
see.
like a interested
Yeah.
audience in the funnel,
Mhm.
and maybe there's a way for you to get additional feedback, reaching them out over email, etc. Maybe a survey or something. Like what are their challenges with onboarding? You just get additional information even if you don't convert them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
true. That's yeah.
yeah, that's obviously something considered as onboarding process template. There's also web design client onboarding process, which obviously is just a very um, common agency type. Would be for like
Yeah.
web design. Okay, process workflow diagram process template for client. Oh, this is very specific. 3,600. What is this? Can you give me an answer? What this is? Rocket lane.
Yeah. I'm
Actually.
assuming it's just describing the different
Yeah,
steps,
yeah,
in like a
five
flow
stage.
chart.
Okay, yeah, 5 stage
Yeah.
customer process flowchart. Okay, so they are offering me. Yeah, no, thank you. They're offering me. They just linked me lower, didn't they? It was just a
Oh yeah. It seems like.
Jesus. I already saw it. Wow. Okay, they're really desperate. It explains the $12, the $12 CPC though. Uh,
Mhm.
okay, so typically involves step-by-step tutorials, product tour, walkthroughs, helpful guidance and support for each member of the team. Yeah, celebration when customers hit their milestones. Cool story. But yeah, this one it says very easy difficulty, but there's a like a high volume, 3.6K. Is that even something that's relevant to you? It is technically relevant, right? To
Yeah, because
yeah,
like that would be part of my offering, just like create a flowchart like that of their onboarding and interview them to have the information to create it.
yeah. So like this is something. If it's actually easy, 14% KD. I think it's because there's no. Oh, there's even a Canva with the flowchart of that. Like what? Canva. This the programmatic is. Oh, it's just giving me flowchart templates. Fair enough. It's an interesting keyword based on the volume because I think there's the actual volume is not exactly. Let me check. Gosh, I'm so bad today with this. I actually want to check on this keyword overview. Workflow diagram process. I'm just wondering where does it actually get that volume from? Keyword magic tool. Okay, what will I get here? In the all keywords, that's a bad idea. Flowcharts, okay. Can I get a related view? What do I get in a related view for this keyword? Because customer onboarding, yeah, because these are just low volume. Okay, customer onboarding process flowchart. Yeah, these are the small relevant because that was a 3.6K, the volume keyword. And then you get like these small related keywords that are maybe low volume but easy for you to rank. For example, the customer onboarding process flowchart, onboarding flowchart, onboarding process. Yeah, this is literally two of the same. But okay, so blank flowchart, that's not relevant. But the most related ones, yeah, basically the similar. I'm actually surprised by that keyword being 3.6 thousand volume.
Yeah, it's oddly specific as well.
It's oddly specific, yes. It's oddly specific, and the first result does, I guess, make sense for you. That I'm just obviously scrolling. New client to identify specific problems. Obviously, it could go a little bit more into actual client management, but waste something to consider.
Yeah, that's a
Actually,
good one.
yeah, I just wanna figure out because you don't need to target the whole keyword. You just need to target the key, basically the some of the keywords used in this. I needed this one smaller a little bit, I guess. Make this a little bit bigger. I wonder what that is doing. Okay. So process templates for client onboarding process flowcharts. Okay, what else was interesting in the whole topic? Like what keywords
Well,
were you again looking? Because we learned onboarding automation. We looked at it. It was a little bit of a mixed bag, but then we came to these templates, which is a little bit more
yeah.
interesting, yeah, in terms of onboarding process templates. Let me go back on onboarding process template. Oh, these are hard difficulty, huh? But yeah, we get back to the same keyword variations, onboarding process templates. These are a bit harder because these actually have sites with more backlinks.
Yeah.
Employee, but this is again employee onboarding.
Yeah, that's why.
Agency
So yeah,
onboarding process. Wait, let me check.
yeah, I would try like agency, and then I tried client
Mm-hmm.
onboarding or customer. Also tried customer, even though customer usually is more like SaaS
Yeah,
or
that will
stuff like
be
that.
like SaaS or e-commerce too as well, depending on.
But yeah, so it was I don't know, I used like Ahrefs to look at some of those, and I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
there's this thing called like the parent keyword, something like that. And I think customer onboarding was like, the parent
Yeah,
keyword,
the
but not
key
client onboarding.
The key you generally want to look here is usually the top results, because what the top results rank, the top results that are ranking for the keyword kind of tells you what the person is looking for those keywords.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the customer onboarding steps examples. That is the number one result. Keeping your customers, improve the trial conversions. Yeah, this is more like a SaaS. From what I can tell, this is SaaS onboarding, because it shows a
Yeah,
Trello sign
yeah.
up page. Yeah, so it's so this keyword probably, except Forbes. Let's check on Forbes.
But I think, for example, you have HubSpot in there, and I think this one
That was a
is a bit
HubSpot. Wait,
more.
give me a sec.
Yeah, I
Hubs.
think it's like 7. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
let's.
I think if I remember, it was more agency stuff than.
Yeah, why is it important to follow customer onboarding best practices? Free customer onboarding, customer intake form, customer welcome packet. Yeah, I feel like this is more prevents churn. Create the best in class onboarding. Communicate, gather data, implement onboarding activities, continuously assess customer needs. Yeah, I find the best software. So what software are we going to? Let me give me the what software would they recommend in this for this user guiding, Lessonly, Intercom. Yeah, but that would be for SaaS clients, right?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't know. I guess yeah, to use customer might be too confusing. I guess even though they talk more about services in
yeah, how to improve
that
customer
article.
onboarding. Unfortunately, these customer onboarding. Yeah, how to improve SaaS customer onboarding. Let me check the keyword variations. Okay. What do we have here? SaaS customer, automated customer onboarding processes, B2B customer onboarding. Yeah, the B2B customer onboarding process is something's relevant. We should also go over the B2B keywords, because that's like exactly what you're technically doing. You're onboarding
Yeah,
the
yeah, true.
B2B clients. Okay, there's a telecom, banks, yeah, the checklist as well, the checklist template. You know, we talked about the templates, the
Yeah,
checklists as
yeah,
well sometimes. You know, you can create those, you can go for those keywords like, where did I lose? Onboarding checklist, yeah. Okay, let's do B2B onboarding. Let's do the most generic B2B SaaS onboarding, B2B onboarding checklist. Now, the B2B SaaS onboarding, not exactly what you need, right?
yeah. No.
Yeah. Um, Customer onboarding. Well, this is very, 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 very low volume though. B2B.
Yeah, I feel like B2B is something, I mean, people would describe what they're doing or in the category they were doing, maybe in a report, something like that. But I feel like agencies, they would barely sell
Yeah.
like, oh, we're B2B.
Okay, so we have a checklist here. Welcome, send onboarding documents, intake NDA. Well, this is more like you, right? Save copies to client,
Yeah.
project manager, finance, W9 form, log agreed upon rates. Okay, this is something. This template from Zapier is actually, I guess, something closer to what you would do.
Yep.
And this is a ranking. What is this client onboarding checklist? And we're literally going over client onboarding process on B2B onboarding checklist. So let's check that the keyword are client onboarding checklists. I'll just gonna take that for a bit. I'll check on that later. Client onboarding checklist. I actually want to see what that is. Not even gonna go deep on this new market template. Okay, wait. Agency. Okay, what agency market online? Now that's okay. So client onboarding checklist. That's 260 volume. 1.9 total. It's only US. That's 360, but in a global volume is a little bit bigger. It's a commercial intent, obviously. And yeah, that's where Zapier but unfortunately the difficulty goes to 30, which is not great, not terrible. You're just gonna need to go a little bit long tail probably instead of going
Yeah.
directly for this one right away. Let's actually check, because probably some domains that are not actually that like, for example, what the hell is Carbon HQ? Can I see the site at least? The Carbon templates. What am I looking at? Download your free client onboarding template to personalize and use in your bookkeeping. Okay, so this is a onboarding template. Staff onboarding, client onboarding. I mean, this is what you need, I believe, but and they are ranking there. But what
Yeah.
but they're offering templates, so I gonna check on this organic search for the domain. Keywords traffic 20,000. Carbon and QuickBooks Online. Counting top position changes. Okay, so they're ranking for. They just offer templates, as far as I understand. I actually don't no idea what the Carbon HQ is. Have you ever heard of them?
No, it's the first time hearing of them.
Okay. Okay, let me check.
It seems to be. It's like, is it
Hmm?
some sort of project management tool, but for accounting firms?
Yeah, I mean, they have exploded in traffic this year specifically. 38 authorities score on this SEMrush. Yeah, they've exploded in traffic allegedly this year, based on, I guess, the top. I assume the top keywords going up quite a lot. A lot of. Oh yeah, they went for features a lot as well. They got a lot of features. But I assume this is not actually like a direct competitor. They just offer templates. But yeah, but this is where actually, because I was just looking at this page and it was like one backlink. I was like, okay, maybe there is a chance, but they definitely do have a little bit more. Actually, if people also ask, it's actually interesting to sometimes see what they customer onboarding. I actually want to check this keyword myself in this. Let's check what you get. Sponsored for ads. Okay. We get this, and then we get these. Also, people also ask like what steps are in the client onboarding.
Mm.
These are good. These are generally good to check sometimes, because it gives you idea like what people are browsing when they're looking at client onboarding checklist, for example. I'm wondering if we're actually gonna be able to get this. So let me check. New client onboarding checklist. Probably very similar results. Docebo, that's a learning platform. Okay, they also teamwork. Yeah, these are learning platforms actually ranking here. Multiple, like I believe, of some kind of learning platforms, B2B learning platforms.
Interesting.
But this one actually lower volume, but like this new client onboarding checklist templates. I'm wondering why it's these platforms ranking here, because it is definitely possible to rank here. Okay, we ignore those. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop this one in just in case to check later if it's worth ranking for. But this might be actually at least also. Anyway, we have gone from like onboarding automation to the process that workflow, like process templates for client onboarding checklists. But these are mainly just the supplemental also resources that you can use to potentially get some people in the funnel. Because I
Yeah.
assume that without the like this done it for you automation, you might actually need to like get people more perhaps educated about it. Because sometimes I notice that clients really don't understand that they could like get everything automated and done it for them.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the big
Yeah,
things
yeah.
is
I think you have to like talk to the like you have done some code outreach now, right? like what objections or anything? I believe you did you do some outreach, like talk to people? I know you're starting to do more cold outreach, but did you already like talk to some potential customers?
Well, I mean, yeah, I've from my past customers,
Yeah.
100%. And usually, usually if they're not technical, then they would, maybe hear from someone, or like one of my clients, he came to me and he was like, oh, he has a friend that's an agency founder, owner, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, he automated everything in Monday.com. So then he wanted to do that himself. But so he wanted to do some automation, but he just had no idea what could be, how his like Trello board could be organized, or what could be automated in his process. So yeah, I guess a lot of it is also telling them like, here is, well, asking them what the problem is, or where they're spending a lot of time, and then telling them like, well, this is what you could do or automate in your
Mm-hmm.
process. So there is a bunch of education on mainly like what they could automate.
Yeah. Yeah, but because my personal objection would, like, I would feel like someone would say was be like they wouldn't actually believe that they can have their process automated, because I
Yeah.
don't know, people usually feel like their process is a little like more complex than maybe it actually is. So sometimes people
Yeah, I see what
just
you mean.
yeah, so sometimes people like overestimate that how easy it would potentially be, like someone would be able to automate it with additional technology. But instead they would assume it's harder, so they would, if you just say like, yeah, done it for you and it's fully automated, they would not actually believe you. uh but yeah, I think you educate I think you would need I think the resources for at least one approaching would be actually trying to target those templates, checklists, and trying to like just ease them into the idea that, okay, this is the checklist and template, but if you want it done for you out with some automation, you can like reach out.
But like, would it make sense as well to just like go over stuff like how, content that tells people how to automate, so then, they see what is possible.
Yeah, I'm also checking this onboarding software for staffing agencies, but that's agency very low volume on these keywords. So, um, I mean, that's not actually bad because the volume often is underestimated. Uh, I mean, it's not the actual volume. What is that? Would that's not exactly. This could actually. I'm wondering if it's actually relevant at all. So you want to educating them on how to do automations, right?
Well, I was thinking just like for, when they just don't know about it, just, yeah, just show them what's possible really.
Mm-hmm.
Or a
Yeah.
classic, just like you said, not a template, but just a classic um, work through of their, what could be automated, and or just something, specific steps that are like always in different agencies, and that they could be automated. So then they have an idea of what's possible for them.
Mm-hmm. No, it makes sense. I'm just wondering, where are we able to? Who are we reaching with SEO there? Because obviously you can always write content that compares software that actually does onboarding, and you could actually then show what you can automate with that specific software. Basically whatever CRM or whatever software is common for agencies that you might want to target, you could technically write content for those platforms and what could be automated. And then you could also be like, yeah, but there's also the alternative of using your product sized service to automate all that away so they don't need to worry about it. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, it would be something like how to automate your onboarding with Monday.com or something like that, and then just
Something like
say,
that. The problem with that is that you're not generally supposed to rank too much
oh,
for
for,
like
yeah,
branded
for
keywords.
branded.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
actually can completely destroy your SEO. There's like like your site can actually get blacklisted. Like it's
Oh, I
like
see. Yeah.
like shadow banned on Google. Like it just disappears from search. Like you start ranking too much for other brands. There's a problem, but you can obviously sometimes answer those questions. And like they're like comparing, for example, softwares and what you can automate with them, and you just mentioned that you can do the done it for you service, so you don't need to worry about automate like
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
create automations. Yeah, so this would
So you,
actually yeah.
no, I was going to ask, so it would be more something that's less shady, like automating your onboarding process with Monday.com versus hiring a consultant or something like that. Just like very generic example, but would that
Yeah, so
be
like something like automate. What would it be like automated onboarding?
like
Mm,
process or something like that? Or
yeah, like it would be like software comparison, but you wouldn't actually rank for that keyword. That would just be the name of the article, and you'd be ranking for like keywords that are in the title and your headings. Just like the title for those articles would be more like you're comparing the difference after onboarding
oh, I
process.
see.
Yeah, you're like and then like yeah. Now I'm trying to like wrap my head around like how you actually get to that. Um,
Like you mean would be something like what softwares to use to automate your onboarding or for your onboarding process or something like that?
Let me just software for onboarding. Let's go with this. Um, onboarding software for small business. Like that's something I want to check to understand what's going on here. So best onboarding software, and that would be for okay. So now we're getting Bamboo HR. So we're getting CRMs and HR. So so we're getting
Yeah, it's
software for
employee
managing.
onboarding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is actually good. In a way, it's very good. So you have this onboarding software for small business, for example. Now you can play with the ideas somewhere there, right? You can rank for something here, and like how bad does it look? 22, not bad. I mean, it's actually like there's some join home base, whatever that site is. I would assume some of these sites are actually. Wow, I didn't realize this site has so. I didn't even know what the join home base is. Is that another software that
Yeah, me neither.
home? Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, it's actually a scheduling
Okay, so
software.
HR stuff, yeah.
HRC. Okay, first time I hear about this software, but apparently that's a software, yeah, for okay. So onboarding software, yeah. This I'm like was looking at the backlinks. It was like pretty low backlinks, but um, no, the difficulty is not that bad actually. The volume is obviously, but the CPC is like $48.
Yeah.
We're just because we're currently in this niche where everything's very expensive, so I think the SEO is also a little bit tricky for some of these categories because you obviously need to get into the. Okay, let me check these all 8 keywords what they offer us for this interview and onboarding software for small. Okay, the interview is another keyword I didn't even think about. Um, so you could break down piece by piece and write content or generate content with AI on any possible steps in the onboarding process, if you get what I mean.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could write content on every single step that exists in the onboarding process, and you could probably you could even maybe build like some kind of content pillars around some of the things, like you have like this one specific oh gosh pillar. Um, for like interviews or whatever, and then you just have like maybe even AI, partially AI generated, human augmented, whatever content based on all the possible topics under some kind of interview, like onboard, like interview process for onboarding, for example. And you'd write some kind of content, and then you would upsell some kind of next step that might not be right away your service. It might be some kind of template or whatever, and then from there you get to the your service. Now
Yeah, you mean just collect their emails and then send them a
yes,
bunch of
yes,
emails about
yes.
the service. Okay.
Yeah, but you could actually maybe go like that and target every step of the onboarding with separate content and just try to give them something, but mainly for obviously for ranking. So you could use quite a lot of the AI to help you, like the programmatic SEO. You could actually do that as well.
Hmm.
I'm not saying you always should, but you could do the programmatic SEO if you approach this for every single onboarding step. You know, you just get a list of keywords and then you have like this like answers prepared, and then maybe go over it a little bit and augment some of the content. But it's this would be that would obviously be very intensive in terms of work. But you could at least
Yeah.
check the keywords for each of those onboarding steps, whatever it's like interview, like contract signing, whatever. You could go over the keywords, and because like here, for example, I already see like the volume is obviously low, but there is like this onboarding for small business, onboarding software. Obviously, I'm not saying this is a good keyword, but small business onboarding something, you could still be talking about something about automation there, or just giving some kind of template for them, and then seeing like if they want it automated, you offer a service. But my question there, I guess, is like your offer obviously is pretty expensive, right? Because
Yeah, it's for grand.
yeah, so small business sometimes it might be a hard sell. Staffing agencies, I'm just gonna go over again about the keywords we have here: home care agencies, new employees, recruiters, mining employee software for mining. Very low keywords, but some good questions. More. Okay, wait, agency. What do we have under agency? What kind of car, home, staffing? Nah. Business, interview, corporate, small, best. No, just checking the similar keywords. So wait, let me just onboarding interview. I want to check the keywords. Onboarding specialist interview. Wait, I want to actually check what the main keywords are here. Onboarding specialist interview. What's onboarding interview? Client onboarding interview questions. Yeah, that's something more like it, even though the volume is low. So you would assume this is for more like an agency related business, but obviously there's no SERP analysis because the volume is low. So what I can do is actually go to an actual browser. Okay, so we can check here actually what's suggested. Client onboarding job description. Okay, that's client onboarding, know your customer, interview questions. Okay, I just want to check what actual results are for this. Oh gosh, it gives you an AI preview as well. There's a sponsored, and then there's a top onboarding specialist interview questions. Okay, top 15 onboarding specialist. Why is it all onboarding specialists?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like it's more for people looking for jobs, right?
Yeah, that feels like it because what is the role of client? Providing the necessary resources for clients to work with your agency. I mean, like this question that is like people also ask is relevant though. It's marketing agency client onboarding process. You can see
Yeah,
the
it's
image.
true.
Yeah. So theoretic or schedule onboarding meeting, review roles, discuss desired outcomes. Okay, yeah, like these do give you like the idea, like that's what I meant about each step, like the scheduling the onboarding meetings, like the reviewing
Mm-hmm.
responsibilities. It's actually like each step, like booking a call or discussing desired outcomes, like us anticipating roadblocks. That's obviously already a process how you work with a client, but there's obviously those steps for on onboarding all the contract and everything. You can look into those steps and trying to find like what you can write, and you can write about how to automate those processes as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but then you offer obviously a service that you can do all of that for them. The issue, for example, for you is that you obviously need a client that's not the like a freelance or like solo like a solo agency
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
because those clients would obviously not be the qualified buyers for you. So the question is, what are the keywords your qualified buyers are looking for? So what are the keywords for your buyers? Onboarding software for small business. That's not gonna work. But I'm gonna check. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. I actually want to check that onboarding software again. Onboarding software for accountants, employees. No, that's not good. Yeah, these suggested keywords are pretty bad, honestly. I mean, for managers, it's at least a little bit closer, but yeah, that's HR software. Onboarding guide for. Am I actually landing on a PDF as a number one result? Oh, it's a job onboarding process, right? Look, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
keyword is completely useless. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit stuck right now to actually try to figure it out.
I mean, I found all the stuff like, uh, you know, client onboarding form, for example, or I don't know if it helps, or marketing agency, client onboarding. Um,
Yeah,
what
there's
else
a
did I
lot of check.
find?
Yeah, I'm looking. There's a lot of just like SEO client onboarding checklist. Like there's a lot of those checklists still because I'm back on this, landed back on this. So, what was your keyword that you looked at?
Yeah, I actually found client onboarding form. I think this one wasn't like high volume, but
Client
that was
onboarding
one
form.
form, yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So you have a form. Yeah, form PDF template. Okay. So we're back to the template basically. We're back to a form, a template.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're back to the
Uh,
theoretically similar keywords as the template, I guess. It's just the form is obviously the shortest version, and that's what. Yeah. So what they're looking for, but what we have here is what is the jot? Okay, let's check to this. Okay, so this is just
templates, yeah.
this is very basic template. Okay. What social media manager needs? What type of content would you like? Okay, so this is a client onboarding for social media something based on the example. But yeah, they are offering templates though. Like there's a lot of template business in this. Small keywords, but you could rank for them. The problem is you obviously want to sell your service for
Yeah,
$4,000. I mean
exactly.
the problem there is like is the person looking for that PDF template actually the one who's gonna pay 4,000? Because what they're actually gonna be looking for is first of all they most likely have a software for managing their clients right now, some
Hmm.
kind of CRM. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, maybe they might be looking like how to automate X with, you know,
yeah, like
Y2 or something like that.
how to automate that would be looking how to automate insert software they are using with something else.
Yeah, it could be Zapier, it could be
Yeah,
Airtable,
yeah,
stuff like that.
but they might just be clueless about what they can use for automation. They might be asking like how to automate this for insert like a specific software.
Yeah, yeah, it could be very generic, I guess, like how to automate agency or something like that. But I think that, yeah,
that's
that's
a
an
little bit
example.
closer to what I mentioned that time. Is like that we're looking at like each onboarding step. You know,
Yeah, I see.
yeah, each onboarding step separately, and then we're looking at the keywords like what they would be using, the questions they are asking for each of those steps, and then what they might be automated. And then you need to understand what is the user that's closest to your needs and that's actually willing to pay for this being automated, because they have a constant inflow of clients, new clients. So that would be usually like an agency having constant flow of customers. Not all of them obviously probably convert, but they come in as leads. Um,
Yeah, I
so
wonder if oh, sorry.
yeah, I'm just check lead. Oh, where am I going?
Because one of the other ones, maybe that's where you're going as well, is just, how to scale an agency. So there might be some keywords there as well.
Okay, let's check how to scale an agency. Yeah, let's go with that. How to scale an agency podcast. Great. How to scale an advertising agency. Wow, this is low volume because the people just don't browse. Like they just um
Yeah, I guess they probably wouldn't Google that necessarily. Maybe ask like people around them or something like that, or their communities.
yes. So these are like how to scale an agency. Obviously, like then these zero volume doesn't mean zero volume. There's volume in that definitely. And this one even has a CPC value attached to it, so there's definitely some volume on that keyword. Uh, but we're not gonna get a preview here, are we? Because yeah, I just
Oh, I need to jump in a
yeah,
couple of minutes. I have something after.
how to scale marketing. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay, there's a podcast that is called "How to Scale Your Agency," or no? There's YouTube videos. There's a lot of YouTube videos for that though. Like there's not enough volume, right? But there's quite a lot of keywords used. Obviously, these are a bit old videos, but there are videos with that in the title. So obviously people are looking for content in that. Scaling an agency. Yeah, I mean, oh, there is a podcast called like that, yeah. But there are definitely videos, and you need to jump, right? So obviously also
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, I need to go.
yeah gonna wrap up probably. We tried something. I mean, I hopefully you get some ideas to actually something to
Yeah, no,
review
that's
and
great. Thanks for
uh
that. Actually, yeah,
yeah, because I was also like completely uh not preparing anything for this call as well. So hopefully we get somewhere.
that's good.
I kind of
Yeah,
understand a little bit of the idea, yeah, where you could potentially take it with all those template checklists and maybe
hmm
focusing on onboarding steps. Might be something you can check
yeah,
at least, but need to do some more
it's good to
research.
see like it's good to see how you thought about it and like what
Yeah, obviously
kind of
there's a lot of
perspective or yeah.
competitive. You could also do like some. You don't have competitors, but you could do like research on like what keywords some other sites rank for that are doing something similar, like offering maybe some services for that. Uh, Obviously, would need to find them first because I didn't see any. Uh,
Yeah, I guess probably smaller websites, but yeah, I guess I would look at like automation agencies and how they rank, stuff like that. And yeah, that might give me a bunch of ideas if they have some
yeah,
volume
especially
there.
the automated content by like
Yeah.
Zapier and stuff. You could check like what they are like, what kind of content they're basically putting out on automation for that.
Yeah.
Because these templates,
Yeah,
like the Zapier template, like it is technically a template with process. So this actually gives you idea what keywords to even look like, like some kind of NDA contract signing process, whatever. And you can literally take these steps, and figure out something you can do on each of these steps.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. Cool. Well, man, thank you very much. I really appreciate your help on there, and yeah, definitely going to be I'm going to use that to orient how we're searching or creating content. So that's amazing. Thank you.
All right. I see you.
Cool. Take care.
Yeah, you have a call to jump on there. Bye, I guess then.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I mean, we tried something. Not sure we're gonna. I mean, at least hopefully he has some ideas now. Because I feel completely clueless about the topic itself. And I should probably end the stream soon as well. Do I even want to save this file though? I mean, I might save it, but yeah, if I had any questions in the chat or something would also be nice. If we have any. Aye. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop the stream now. I mean, obviously, if anyone is still watching in the chat would be wanting to review their own product, I might still do it. But otherwise, I'll probably be done for now. And unfortunately, X does not provide particularly good feedback, I believe, on if anyone is actually watching the stream. At least not live, does it? I don't think it does. Nope, I don't see any. Anyway, thank you guys, whoever tuned in or is still listening, watching. We're probably gonna try again with something else. Hopefully gonna have better success as well to get some direct feedback. Although this often, like if you haven't actually talked about the project at all beforehand, it's pretty much hard to get big results in like 1 hour if the project especially hasn't kicked off at all. Because usually when I start talking with some clients about specific ideas for SEO, it usually takes a decent audit to actually go through what they already have, and that's if they have something. If they have something, it's much easier to already go through what they're ranking for, finding their competitors, what they're placing against, and from that you get a lot of ideas. You can do the competitive analysis. You can actually look through the keywords they're already ranking for, how well they're ranking, how easy they're ranking, like on the positions. Then you can focus on like also maybe reorganizing some content into like content pillars and some kind of hierarchy, linking it internally with one another. Provides a lot of consistency in like Google results that way. If you have a hierarchy and some internal linking to tell Google like which pages are more important for which keywords. So that process makes it significantly easier. Now, but if I do it with someone who's just starting, especially with like Kenny's project, because I can't like have like an actual direct competitor that I could find for Kenny's type of product. It's much harder to. You need to start looking around like what are you replacing, and then you're replacing some kind of you're replacing just doing manual work with some like HR software, maybe like Zapier integration, but you just don't know how to integrate maybe like the Zapier and other automation software. So you just uh, hope someone can help you with that. Now, whether you know you can automate it's another question. If you don't know you can automate it, then what exactly are you looking for? You're technically, potentially, you have an employee who does a lot of that, like project manager or whatever. So you're looking for ideas how you educate people, I guess. I mean, I honestly don't know if some of those keywords even worse, like, or ideas sometimes are worth going through just from a perspective of whether the people are educated enough to understand the problem they have, because they might have problem with onboarding, but they don't know that, like, they might have a problem with onboarding, but they don't know that it can be simplified. So they just go through it. But how are you gonna reach them then if they don't know that? Because if they don't know the problem, like really, like they kind of might feel it, they might struggle with it, but they don't really recognize the problem. If they don't recognize the problem, how are you gonna reach them if they're not browsing anything on Google? Because then you will only reach them with some kind of content that they wouldn't even see deliberately, but more likely they would see an ad, be like, yeah, oh, you're struggling with this, and then you can connect with them emotionally, and then you sell something. Sure, but in this case, obviously, if the deal is $4,000, you could spend money on ads. But we saw the CPCs on some of the keywords. So probably the customers in that category might be pretty expensive to reach. Although maybe Facebook, like Meta ads, could actually get to them cheaper. Okay. I'm not actually browsing anything, just sitting here thinking about it, the topic we went through. But yeah, if anyone's watching and has any of their projects that they want to browse some ideas for, you can share them right now. I'm still probably willing to do some, maybe 20 minutes, if there's anything. Otherwise, I'm probably done for today. I'll get back to this again, even though I currently feel like I didn't get that much done. Anyway, bye.